Hey guys, it's Miss Adams. Today you should be doing how to do it in your Google Classroom. It is activity 1.3 in how for the it's a scavenger hunt. So in Google Classroom you have what to do and you have the 1.3 doc that has your name on it. The how to do it slide is just a kind of a step-by-step directions, but I'm going to give that to you right now. So what I need you to do, first thing you're going to do is you're going to click on this link right here, and that's going to take you to um, MakeCode. Okay. So when you get to this screen, you're going to hit New Project, and you can just type in Practice or Scavenger Hunt, and then hit Create. And what that's going to do is that's going to give you this screen. This is the MakeCode screen. This is the Microbit screen that we will be using our programs with. So you have, these are called drawers. All of these are drawers. This is where your code is. It's a drag and drop code. So if I wanted to show an LED, I could just grab it from the drawer and bring it over. And if I click on the LED grid, then should light up. Okay, so if I wanted those to blink, then I would perhaps do another show LED, and then I would maybe take those off. And so now they're blinking. So I could show LED and then have a blank on a forever loop, and that would make them blink. I could always change that, and it'll think, and see now it's blinking. Now if I move that to the start button, it is only going to come on once and go off. So you have to have the forever in order to get it to work. So anyways, those are in the basic drawers because they are blue. All right. Anything that you see on button A, if anything's a button A, if it's purple, it'll be in the purple drawer. And there's two drawers in there. Okay. So what you're going to do in your activity is you're going to go to in which drawer do you find a block that would allow you to add or subtract? So think about what add and subtract is. It's math, right? So then I'm going to go here and I just want to look. If I look at the math drawer, just purple, then there's add and subtract. So then you go here and you just type in math, right? So which drawer would you change a tone from a C to a G? So think about what a tone is and think about the codes that go here. So what is a tone? A tone would be music. So here's a tone from a C to a G. So I can play tone and I can change that tone. Okay? And if I push the button A, it should play a tone if my music sounds up. Okay? All right. So that would be music. In which drawer can you find and rename item? Well, I don't know what drawer that is, so let's look. If you look here, search bar, I'm going to type in the word item and hit the search bar. Now you can see that item is highlighted. This is red. See the red. I'm going to change a name of an item from list to sprite. So that's going to be red, which would be in variables. To make a variable, I'm going to make a variable. And here's the new name. I can change it to item or whatever. And then now I have a variable called item. Okay, so this one is going to be variable. All right, so what I want you to do today is I want you to go through the scavenger hunt and see how you do. And yes, you can have duplicate answers. Okay, and the flow chart, what would make an LED pattern blink on and off? Now I just showed you that with our forever loop. So that pattern is blinking on and off. Okay, so you have a forever, show LED, maybe no LED, or if I did a repeat pattern. I could do a loop, and then I could have it this, and that would give me a pattern. It would blink 4 times. Okay, so you're gonna figure out what your code would be, and you're gonna write it. Double click on this, and that's gonna give you your your flow chart. So basically, your flow chart is the practice for your code. So you would think about your flow, how it would flow, and then you would code it typically. Okay, and then the next part is the LED grid. Okay, so on the drawing, you're going to open these drawings, and this one is just mathematical. So if you look at your LED grid, if you remember the Google or the LED grid that we looked at, these are all LED lights, and there's a grid. But instead of like math, the grid goes from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In Microbit, it starts at 0. So if you look, I hovered, and that has where I'm pointing as a 0, 0. And if I look here, it's 3, 3. And then this is going to be 4, 1. Okay. So what I want you to do on this section is I have 0, 4. So it's going to be x 0, y 4, and all you have to do is put an x there. Now, if I wanted to check that, I would go, so I'm going to go to LED, and I'm going to plot. And I want x 0, y 4. And let's see where that lights up. So that should light up there. And that's where I had it. That's how you can check it. The next one I want 4, 4. So x 4, y 4. I'm going to put my x there. And then I want to go here. I'm going to do another plot. You can do two things. You can go back to LED, bring another plot over, or you can duplicate. Right click, duplicate. And that one I want to be 4, 4. And then I'm going to make sure it goes right here. Okay, so do this as you're doing this part. It's going to help you in the long run, I promise. Okay, so then you save and close. When you're done with that, you're going to do these 4, save and close. Then you've got 4 more here and 2 more here. There's 10 altogether. Okay, now once you have that in, you should have 10 of these. Okay. Okay, so you should have 10 of these based on those numbers. So what that really should look like is this. And if you were doing the checking them as you went, then it should light up already. And all you're going to do right here is take a screenshot of that code. Make sure you use plot points and not the basic show LED, because that is cheating. I know it's easier, but that's not what I want you to do. We're practicing with code, and that's what I want you to code. All right. So I know this is easier, but that's not what we're doing right now. Later on, you can do that all you want. All right. Then this one here, I want you to submit a snip of your screen or a screenshot of the code that goes with this one. So basically what this one is I'm taking out these 4. Okay. So if I'm taking out these 4, then I'm going to unplot. So I'm going to go back to LED and I'm going to unplot, and I have to figure out which one that is. So that's 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, and 2, 3. So I'm going to unplot. I'm going to plot 10 and I'm going to unplot 4 and then take a screenshot. And then the last part is just the questions. Why is it necessary to explore and understand a coding environment before you code? Okay, so you would have a different answer than I would, but once we start coding, you will be more familiar with where everything is, and it'll flow a lot smoother. Why do computer scientists create flowcharts before they code? For the most part, a flowchart is your plan. Okay, you should always plan first before you go and do anything. If you're going to just go willy-nilly and go trick-or-treating, then you might repeat houses or skip houses altogether, right? So you need to make a plan, which is what a flowchart is. Okay, So once you have that done, you can go ahead and submit it. If you don't finish it today, that's fine. We'll work on it a little bit more tomorrow. If you're at home online and you do this on your own, then we can do something else when you get to school. All right? If you have any questions, just let me know. Otherwise, hopefully this video helps.